all think that you're faking, but seeing ain't believing. I know now. I'll take all your stupid, burn it as my fuel, yeah. Cause we're running out of time, so I'm gonna make it mine.
The chosen one, I'm not the one to underestimate. I want the throne, I learn to crush obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate. Got it tatted on me, told them follow me. They see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as Tahoe Lakes, clear as day. No longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades, yeah. I want the throne, I learn to crush obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate. Got it tatted on me, told them follow me. They see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as Tahoe Lakes, as clear as day. No longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades, yeah.
I got their opinions, and I got mine. I used to care what you said about me. Now I ain't got the time. Taking on me, take a seat, it's okay. Start again, touch speed, you know me. Still about the love, nothing's changed. Yeah, I don't play that game. Cause we're running out of time. So I gotta make I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be I wanna find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself,
What's up, guys? How are all you sexy some bitches doing today? Hope you guys are having a good one. DB is back pushing next level MF strats like Breck said. What's up, Billy? Egan, when is the next 8-man melee? I'm not sure, buddy. What's up, Bambrick, Patron, Gokan, Camilio, Whisper, Cayman, Jordan, Barcode. I don't know what else to call you. You got a picture of a barcode and your name is a barcode. I'm gonna call you Barcode. What's up, Jacob? Hello, hello. Can't read your name, but hello, how are you? Yes, today we are max damage, players 8, 146 MF. What's up, Charles? Nikita. Yeah, where's my boy? 3 Chinese letters. What else am I supposed to say? Just, oh man, thanks for the sub. Okay, so here is the gear, guys. As follows, we're gonna run it down. Alders for life and helping capping out fire res. 35 FCR spirit. My 218 FCR 21 MF amulet. What's up, Rulzan? Minus 25 plus 17 faceted griffins. Crescent Moon and an ethereal crystal sword purely for the minus 35 lightning res. Chains of Honor. Arachnid's Mesh, 1 SOJ, 119 Light Absorb 14 MF Wisp Projector, just to help take some of the sting out of souls. Double upped Chance Guards to help reach 117 FCR breakpoint. And then just full skillers, 1 Geed's Grand Charm, Torch and Annie, and all 6 MF Small Charms with 1... Oh, I don't even have it on. Oops. 1 FHR, I was gonna say 1 FHR Small Charm, but it's not even there. There, 1 FHR Small Charm. Oh, I say Chance Guards? Sorry, double up Mage Fist. Double up Mage Fist. We should be good. Yeah, 118 FCR, 60 faster hit recovery, 140 MF, so I should change that title. I'm lying to you guys. 6 extra MF. Using Geeds is not max damage. Am I supposed to drop my Geeds Grand Charm? He should be a mod. I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch anything. Is there a way that... Did you take it off FLP? Okay, you're a mod again. I didn't touch it. I swear to God I didn't touch it. Anyways. So yeah, we're good to go. Players 8. Bail runs. Let's push that XP. That's also ethereal for sexy style points as well. I'm level 98. Slowly making our way to 99. Like, are we gonna start the first run of the day with a room full of souls? Dolls? What's up, Bench? You made it! Players 8 melted. What's up, Yum Yum? How much light damage? It's actually a little bit lower than the other setup was running. Woola, you made it! What's up, Woola Mammoth? It's actually only 35,000k lighting. So, numbers-wise, it's actually less damage on paper, but if you take in the extra minus light res, it's actually more. Because I get... Magnus, what's up, buddy? I get minus 35 light res from Crescent Moon. It really helps on a couple bosses like Bartek. He's lighting enchanted. It really helps speed up the process on him. And even like staticking Baal and stuff, you can tell a big difference. Pick the large axe. That's Axe of Fetchmar. Everything is just full on, just gets wrecked. Nope, I set it to players 8. Nope. Oh, oh, no. It was set to players 8. I was on players 1 at the start, and then I switched it to players 8. Kind of messed up a little bit there. Work for 3 hours, Benz. But you really notice it on like Baal. That extra minus light res. Red battle boots. Cross burns. Camp Squatch, it depends if you're battling it single player, where you're farming, what your magic find goals are. There's a lot of different factors that go into min and maxing clear speed, and stuff like that. Like realm down, all that stuff. It really... Like Pindle, players 1, single player, you don't have to worry about realm down, crank that MF through the roof. Battle.net, you probably want to go for like something like 350 to 450 because your player's difficulty setting, unless you're farming solo by yourself, is going to be dependent on how many people join the game. You want enough damage that you can clear higher player difficulties, but you also don't want 0 MF at the same time. Cody, glad you could catch stream, man. Awesome. I was honestly debating... I was gonna stream Dead Space on Twitch again, because that game is just fucking unreal. The first one was phenomenal, and I can't believe how much better the second one is than the first one so far. But I decided to do some Baal runs instead. I can't even get over like the start of Dead Space 2. Just like literally... Oh, it's such an amazing game. I'd love to see it remastered for that for like PlayStation 5, but probably won't happen because of EA and Visceral Games. Sicko, do you approve, man? Gee, it's F too for style points. This is the biggest drop so far? Nothing. We're on our second Baal wave. Ain't some. Technically, I mean, I could drop the Geed's Grand Charm. We could be running 140 to get a tad bit more damage, but figured we might as well. 340 MF and we're not having an issue. Isn't faceted Ashudas more damage than Crescent Moon? No, it's not. Ashudas is like additional damage, but if you have like a 320 Ashudas with a -5 +5 facet in it, it's still not going to be as much as the -35 you get from Crescent Moon. Yeah, Steve. Is this Nick Lobo? You can absolutely tell a clear speed difference though. Like I was running a 42k lightning damage setup, messing around with the Ashudas, and rocking this bad boy. Huge difference. Yeah, I don't want to use Viper Magi. I do have a faceted Viper Magi, but I'd rather have... It's just easier to cap out resistance with Chains of Honor, and then I get DR as well. And because of my really nice caster amulet, I don't necessarily need the FCR, so that's why I didn't use Viper on this setup. What's up, Kurt? Yeah, Simon, it's on paper, it's more damage, Crescent Moon, but it's the same reason why, like, what's up, Ubeo? It's the same reason why, like, a 7k Blizzard is so much damage because of the minus cold res from Cold Mastery, right? The Crescent Moon really helps crank that number. Jay, Ashuda's is B ranking. I just like using it for something different. I mean, I got a 320 with a socket in it. I might as well use it. Exactly, but that's my point, right? Is the having everything, virtually everything at minus 100 cold res is the reason why like a 6k Blizzard is so effective compared to like 20, 30, 40,000 fire damage or lightning damage, etc., right? But Crescent Moon and my Griffins and Infinity pretty much brings everything down to about as low as everything can get outside of something that's lightning immune and then I break it. In that scenario, I'm really just bringing them down to like 50. It's kind of crazy. Never know, man. I've gone whole streams where I haven't really even added anything to that before. Oh, just a flawed.
Not enough mana.
Spike. Battle Order Sorceresses is so... version 1.09? I have no issues with Rimwords whatsoever. Does Infinity stack? Yeah. You can stack lower resistance and conviction together. Ooh, absolutely can. Fucking balls, man. PvP never boring. I watch the odd PvP stream. Sometimes if they're on Twitch, but it doesn't really interest me that much, but Rabies Druid next? I don't know, dude. It depends, KLS. Like, for instance, Lister, if he's lightning enchanted and then he spawns as lightning immune, Infinity and a lower res wand with level 3 charges won't break his immunity. Now, would a maxed lower res from a Necro and a max conviction from a Paladin break it? It would. So it depends on your party, but solo, you can still run into lightning immunes that you can't break. Even with like a level 3 lower res wand and Infinity. Yeah, I switched to window mode like a month ago, Baal. But I'm playing with Glide Wrapper and Cursor Lock. I don't like playing... Like, I still Alt-Tab to get out to adjust things, but I don't like playing full-on Cursor Lock. Your Spidey senses and tingling, Magnus? Gasco, go to WoW Classic. It doesn't interest me. Do too much. I do like window mode better. It took me a while to get used to it, because I was so used to having like a black bars on the side of my screen, like nothing, no desktop, all that stuff. But once I got used to it, I prefer... Well, it's hard because For streaming purposes, 100% I prefer window mode. If I was just playing and not streaming, I'd rather play full screen. So I know that that's kind of counterintuitive, but if I don't need to adjust things or do things on the fly, I just rather play like full screen, not stretched, like with the proportional black bars on the side. But for streaming, hands down, window mode is hell of a lot more convenient. When are we doing Melee Mayhem Part 2? We'll see. I'm streaming BlizzCon Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I don't ever stream. I don't know. We'll have to talk in the group chat and try and set up a time that works for everybody. Yeah, 4 was like a matter. It's crazy how like valuable that is starting a grail, and then you drop it now and you're kind of like meh. Diablo 1.09? I've seen it. I've seen the private server. I know what it's all about. A cool idea. I'd still prefer buggy though. You having a Halloween event? What's that all about? It's kind of cool. I'll have to check it out. I stream Twitch for variety streaming, so finished Resident Evil 2, the remaster, currently started Dead Space 2. I'm going to be doing Death Stranding next week. But it's all just variety games. Avoid D2 burnout. The Twitch is in the description of the stream if you want to follow. What's up, chicken? Ben Templar, how's it going? What's up, Thomas? I'd say it's standard, between 5 and like 6K. 5 and 6K views, so that's kind of normal. Normal for me anyways. What's up, El Joker? Godly Eisenheart's armor plate? Oh, it's so godly. Otak, what's up, man? I don't know about your Spidey sense, John. No dimensional swords yet. Gotta remake it in a war sword? Why, so it only takes 3 slots? I like my Eth Crystal Sword though. I just gotta find an Eth War Sword. Ben, I found Stormlash off of one of the Lister's minions. So apparently it was like 1 in 3.5 million odds or something. Ooh, Al Joker. You're a bit tired today? Haven't found anything yet, man. Thank you so much for the super chat though, Al. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I've not found anything yet, buddy.
All good, man, just a bit tired. Any luck today?
But doesn't mean I'm not gonna get a Death's Fathom off of Baal today. That is correct, Sean. For the juicy minus 35 light res. With my nearly perfect griffins, I have minus 60 light res on top of infinity. Shall look like a Chamron to you? Do you play on the tiny little 800 by 600 window, Baal? Like, I use the glide wrapper and then I have it expanded to the 1280 by 720 setting or whatever. So it's I don't want to play on the tiny little. I can't stand that. Just gotta get a quick Zod rune like Sickoid. We're good to go. I want to make... I was talking about this in Discord, guys. Has anybody tried this build? I want to make a Breath of the Dying Warpike, Players 8, Travincal, Zealer Paladin. Because apparently you can get like 25,000 damage. For whatever reason, you can hit a higher breakpoint on the Warpike than you can on a Great Poleaxe. And then you just get insane damage and life leech. But really, because I got some sick blood rings with life leech, because you don't need mana leech with Breath of the Dying. So, did Magnus tell me about the build? Didn't. It's actually Jimbo's. Shittin' Jimbo's. Exactly. So like Breath of the Dying, well, it depends on your ring, right? But you don't need mana leech, right? So I have a sick blood ring that has like max damage, AR, 7% life stolen per hit. You combine that with like 10 to 15 life leech on Breath of the Dying, 8 life leech on String of Ears, and like I haven't played the build, I've just been told about it from Jimmy, and apparently it is like, I think it's gonna be weaker than Death. I don't think so. There's no way. Like Death isn't even close to the amount of damage, and then if you tie in like the amount of Deadly Strike, because I think if your Warpike's like, what is a Warpike? 2 to 1200 damage? And the other one's 4 to 800. Now you can get 100% Deadly Strike, but between G-Face, High Lords, and Gores on Breath of the Dying, when you have like 60% Deadly Strike or whatever it is, plus, oh yeah, range and target defense too. The biggest thing that I didn't like about the Death Sword is I think you're more fragile. But I think with the insane amount of life leech with Breath of the Dying, it might make up for it. Anyways, I just need to see some footage, or somebody with a Warpike needs to try it out. And I might pull the trigger on it. Well, it's not. It's more like getting cursed. I don't know. I've tried every combination of grief, single-handed death. Sorry, dual-handed death. About 1,500 trav runs. I didn't like it, but it is definitely more damage. But I 100% think you're more fragile though. That's why I need to see footage before I pull trigger on this build. And I also want a Breath of the Dying Warpike purely for, I want to make a throw barb. Then you get amplified damage with Lacerator, and I want to do Baal runs, so I think I need to get a Warpike just for that Mercenary build. Oh, what the fuck? Staff. I've never made a really GG throw barb, but I was assuming if I teleport down to the throne room with Enigma, possibly switch to like Breath of the Dying, or sorry, switch to Fortitude, Death Lacerator amp damage, Breath of the Dying Mercenary. I don't know. It's just like something that I want to do instead of whirlwind runs. I might have to go back to town between Baal runs, or between Baal waves to repair the weapons so I don't run out of durability. Come on, Baal. Oh! Where's Peanut? I found Rax off of Calenzo, and then I found one off of Baal. But that's 92 ED, so that's kind of low. I drop that so all the time, man. It's crazy. It's confirmed Baal running is better. Baal running is better for Arachnid's Mesh than Mephisto. Confirmed. I got 120 ED right here, which is pretty sweet. I found that one off of Mephisto. Way back. That's hilarious. This one's 92. Or what do you mean? I have 120, but this one's 92. No, we're even lower MF. We're 140 actually. That's funny. Yeah, window mode is amazing for that. Like, I can just on the fly make adjustments like that. I didn't get it? Okay. I didn't get it. What's up, this clan? How many ghost flames do I have now? I'm not sure, Steve. Quite a few. I'm kind of at the point where, like, Ghost Flame, Dark Force Spawn, Wind Force doesn't even... Oh, you meant the defense. Okay, I thought you were talking about the ED. Sorry. I thought you meant the percent ED. Because doesn't the percent ED go from 90 to 120? 120 is perfect. I don't know what the... I think the minimum is 90. Why not windowed full screen? When I did it, if I put the cursor out of the screen to go to the second monitor, it minimizes the whole thing. More of an annoyance. Ageless FX, what's up, buddy? You got the big DAG. Got that orange D. All around. I'm straight up, like, I'm 100% in Baal running mode right now. So much fun. Thomas, greetings for Lithuania. Right back from Ontario, Canada, buddy. Guys, we gotta get back to talking Dead Space 2. Have you guys played that game? If you haven't, you need to buy it off of Steam. For 30 bucks. You need to buy this game. It is... Oh my god. The start? I can't even get over the start of it. It's just amazing. Rainer, you found Ariel's mic. Congratulations, man. No, Felch, I mean both. Like, both are amazing, but Dead Space 2 is $5 on Steam. Everybody in chat who has $5, please buy this game and play it. It is so good. I want to tell you guys the start. Like, do you want me to just give it away and tell you guys, or no? Like, it is just fucking unreal. Don't give it away? Okay. You gotta buy the game though, Ubeo. I would love to see that game, like, remastered for PlayStation 5. I don't think it'll ever happen, though. Neo, players 1 to go down, and then we're players 8 in the Baal waves, players 3 for Baal. Ooh. It's a nice triple unique. That F1 that nobody cares about. Fetchmar nobody cares about. I got Drax. 7% life leech, 14 strength Drax. I think that rolls 15 strength is max, right? Crappy claws. Okay, belt. Yeah, 14 strength, 7 life percent stolen, 7 life stolen per hit. Drax, man. Check the ED on the claw. $18 max damage. Oh, check the Shadow Killer. 207 ED Shadow Killer. And Drax from Baal. Max is 220. So is everybody gonna go out and buy Dead Space too? It's your DB homework. Oh, it's so good.
Hello.
Nathan. Steve, honestly, yeah, I would suggest playing the first one first, but the issue is I'm not sure if they have a PC port for it though. Because they have PC versions of Dead Space 2 and 3. Yeah, I heard the third one sucks. I never watched it, or never played it either. It's like my first. I'm on chapter 3, first time playing through Dead Space. Dead Space 2 right now, but like I played it on console because I don't think you can get the first one. But they have a little recap story thing, so you can just watch that before you play the second one, and it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's on Steam. Yeah, you can play. You play on your mouse. Like it's not. You don't use a controller. Like I know you watched a little bit of the first Dead Space with Mia Baal, and like this one is like head and heels better. Like, it's super scary. Like you constantly feel like you're struggling for survival with ammo. Oh, you might be able to play with controller. I'm not sure. Dude, for controllers. You hate console, but you prefer controller. That is an interesting combination.
Good afternoon. Hello.
All right, Mayor, let's see the drops, bud. What's up, Warren? Actually, I had pretty good luck so far. I mean, what, we're 40 minutes in, I found a Racket's Mesh and almost perfect Life Leech Drax. Life Leech and Strength. Oh, Drax are 10 Life Leech? I thought there was 7 to... I thought there was 7 to 8 or 7 to 9 or something. Brent Klein. Oh, double spam. Oops, did Brent Klein hit the donate button twice? Thank you so much, Brent. Thank you so much.
Thanks for getting me back into D2 after about 15 years off. Downloaded Pluggy 5 months ago and just dropped Tyrells in the pits. Keep on creating.
Right on, man. Thank you so much. Oh, we got the double spam.
Thanks for getting me back into D2 after about 15 years off. Downloaded Pluggy 5 months ago and just dropped Tyrells in the pits. Keep on creating.
Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it, and I'm so stoked for you getting your Tyrells Might, man. That's awesome. After 5 months, some serious pluggy grinders might want to strangle you, but I'm happy for you. That's pretty sweet. And super chats can't be charged back, actually. Tim Hammond! Thank you so much for the sub! First sub of stream. That's only, Oh, and you said hi in chat. What's up, Tim? It's only, Thank you for the sub, man. It's only, PayPal donations that can be returned. You can actually fight it, and I think you can even win, like, if you make it clear that it's a donation, whatever, but I just don't care. It's happened to me once, and it was over a $5 donation, so I just funded it back. I just don't care. Long time lurker, love the videos. Oh, right on, dude. Oh, Jeff! Jeff coming in with the channel membership. Jeff, you love me, smiley face? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Big D game, brother. Enjoy your custom emotes and your big, fat, bow-tie Billy colored D. Thank you so much, man. Don't forget to join Discord and sync as well. Thank you so much, man. Come on, guys. Spam those Ds. You can't charge back, though. There's like an agreement that if you super chat, it's it's non-refundable. For PayPal, though, yeah. Oh, Tim Hammond! Double member! Guys, keep those Ds coming! That sounds so bad. Oh, thank you so much, Tim! Guys, flood that chat with Ds. DB got bad in session with Ds. Oh, thank you so much, Tim. Don't forget to join Discord and sync and enjoy your custom emotes. Oh, we want to go players 3. Thank you so much, guys. Come on, Baal, just fight them! Battle hammer. Isn't that what we found on the melee playthrough? Oh no, Earthshaker. What's the one we found on the melee playthrough? That's like, it's like a GG budget. I forget which one it is. Yes, Diablo. Crescent Moon purely for maximum damage. The minus 35 to lightning resistance. I guess the mana after kill is kind of cool, but pretty much just the extra minus light res. It brings anything that's not like anything that's like 50 light res or down. It brings them down to nearly minus 100 light res. Kind of like the same way Blizzard Cold Mastery works. Oh, is it Fellow? Fucking dolls. And that's why I have Wisp Projector. dolls, please. Dolls and souls. Magnus, the Big D gang's growing, buddy. Got 2 more guys. Starting off with that little yellow D, growing it up to orange, red, turquoise, green, and then eventually blue. Why is it so damaging? It's just, it lowers the monster's resistance, right? So, whoa, we brought back dolls. So the same way that, like, having plus 75 reduces the percentage of damage you take, it's the same way for, like, making the monster have minus resistance. It amplifies the amount of damage, and it's just a better way of increasing maximum damage output. When I get a Death's Fathom Baal, I'll go 2 months of Cold Sorceress for you. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, man? I want to make a really nice, what's the body armor that's not a shadow plate? It's the one down from it. I want to find a 3 open socket one of those, and I want to make a second Enigma. Just a style points Enigma. Like, I could put it on my Trav Zealer, because, my Trav Zealer is like 550 strength, so it'd be cool to just use that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. Ooh, Ethone Sedan? Ooh, no. Sorry, I meant the exceptional version, not the elite version of Shadow Plate. That's what I meant. And I do also want to... I don't know where it is, though. I got an E-bugged, I got a 4 open socket E-bugged lacquer plate that has really high defense, and I want to use that for Fortitude because that's the highest defense body armor that a merc can wear without having to use G-Face or Endarials. So I wanted to use that setup. Eek, EJ. Use a 3 open socket sacred armor. Oh man, you know what? I really could do that with my Trav Zealer. I actually could, because my Trav Zealer literally has like 500 strength point. It's just... it would only work on like 2 different characters. Like a Whirlwind Barb setup for Baal running, or Travinkle Zealer for Baal running. That's literally... or sorry, Travinkle Zealer for Trav. It's literally the only characters it would work for. But if I was going to do that, I would probably go Shadow Plate, because I like the look of a Shadow Plate more than the...
Hello.
like the... Sacred Armor is actually my least favorite of the heavy armors, because the one shoulder pad, instead of it being like a spike or whatever, it's like you have a metal shoulder pad and then you have an offset like leather shoulder pad, and I don't like it as much as just having like the 2 spike pads. If that makes sense. Don't do a Whirlwind Barb? Whirlwind Barb for Baal running is the best way to level a Barb. Because at some point I'd like to have like level 95 of all my characters. Because right now everything is low level except for my Javazon and Sorceress. Honestly, I think the Dust Shroud looks the best on Necro. I was looking at that screenshot that shows how every character class looks with all the body armors, and I think the Assassin, I think she looks horrible no matter what she wears. And the Necro, I kind of like the lighter body armors. Jordan, you went wire fleece? Interesting. Hola, it's good to see you in stream, buddy. How have you been, man? Rocking that green D, brother. Good luck, Kyle. How many more months you got till blue, Wola? Does this setup really beat a shooters? Oh, it does, definitely. It's not, I mean, it's hard to... You have to really look for the clear speed differences because I was clearing players 8 no problem with the shooter setup, right? But it's definitely better. Oh, 11 more months. YouTube sets the date of 2 years. It's not me. 2 years to get a blue D. I don't know, you guys put the idea in my head about making a Sacred Armor Enigma. 500 plus strength. And then go... Bot D Warp Bike. Grabbing Call. Polearm Zero. Spear is better than the Polearm, Magnus. I did take a beating for using a shooters. Definitely did. Long penis shaped Zeal. You guys excited for Blizzcon? Riker thinks D2 remastered.
Hello.
You want a different meme than the phone meme? We were talking about that on the Melee stream, Deke. I don't know how you can have enough buttons on console to play Diablo 2. Because really you have like, you're limited, right? To your 4 top buttons, your analog. Like, cause you can push down your analog button, right? And then, I don't know, it'd be supreme shit. Any biz drops yet, Zodiac? What you see on the screen there, I'm actually kind of surprised. Got Racted's Mesh. Drax, which was kind of cool. For whatever reason, I seem to drop all kinds of racks off of Baal. Other than that, nothing yet. Chipan, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Good to see ya. Steam controller has 2x. I personally hate the Steam controller, but I have very limited experience with it. I really like the PlayStation 4 controller. I hate Xbox. PM, it plays nice. PoE plays nicely on. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, my experience is like an hour of messing around with it, so I haven't like seriously played it. But initial impressions, I like the PS4 controller a lot more. It's the most comfortable controller, in my opinion. Kirby, what is Crescent Moon? I will show you. This right here, Shale Umtur. Gives you minus 35 light res. A couple other attributes, but it's really the minus light res. It's the most valuable. Ivan, PC all the way? Yeah, like I'm just talking relatively like just speaking relatively about console controllers. That PlayStation's my favorite controller. Or PC with a controller. Oh god, we can all agree. What lame joke is Magnus gonna drop? Oh, N64. Okay, yeah. N64 is the worst controller ever. I agree. 100%. You're either like grabbing it in the center and then using the controls on the other side, or... I hated it.
Hello.
But I've always been Sega and Sony. I've never been a big Nintendo fan. Like, I think their games are great for playing, like, in parties and stuff. Like, you have friends over. That type of gaming, it's great, but...
Good afternoon.
Image. Zelda? Best console franchise of all time? I'm gonna say it's either Metal Gear Solid or Resident Evil. That's in my opinion. But I really like those style of games. Like if you're saying console specifically, that's my vote. Then whoa! But you also need to like those type of games too. Fuck. Fuck. How am I supposed to do there? RE6? The only Resident Evil games... You don't like Metal Gear Solid, Magnus? Oh, man. I guess it depends on what your favorite, Like, I think Metal Gear Solid's epic because in Resident Evil, because you think of how many console generations it's spanned, excuse me. Like, there's the original games that were even before PlayStation 1 for Metal Gear Solid, and then they went to PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. That's why it gets my vote. But Zelda is epic. I do agree that Zelda is epic. I just don't like that style of game as much as first-person shooters. That's why it doesn't get my vote. Magnus only likes games where you can wield a long hard shaft. Yeah, that sounds like something Magnus would. You know, to be fair, I think Magnus's Zealer was the most damaging melee character we had on our team. If I'm gonna give props where props is due. Will I ever try Diablo Immortal? I might on my new phone, to be honest. When I get it. Like, I might stream it for the memes. I just need to figure out how to connect my phone to my computer. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure it's relatively easy. Like, there's got to be some way of connecting the phone output into the capture card. I just don't know. Keegan, it'd be on Android. I don't like iPhone. I'd have to look at the, what the characters look like. Don't, yeah, I would just stream it for like probably one stream just for the memes. Use BlueStack? You're about to cancel membership if it was iPhone. What's BlueStack? That's a way of connecting the phone output to capture card. Oh, also too, guys, we're gonna wrap up the end of stream. I have 100 perfect gems. Instead of doing another 1,000 project, because that was like the biggest failure of my life, I'm slowly collecting, and once I get 100 gems, just gonna re-roll them on stream. I have 100 now. So we'll re-roll them. You can play mobile games on PC. Okay. Oh, BlueStack is an Android emulator. Oh, okay. I'll have to figure it out. I guess it wasn't that bad. I mean, if you really think about it, I got a cold skiller with 17 to life, a shapeshifting skiller with 20 to life, so those are solid. A nice life AR charm for Ubers. A couple cool goal find charms. I was just hoping with like 1,000 gems I would have gotten like one skiller with plus 30 to life. It's kind of what I was hoping for. Redmar, what's up, man? You made it. Yeah, well, technically, like, I think it benefits melee more because of the chance to cast static field. I guess it's kind of like a poor man's Stormlash. But yeah, I'm just purely using it for the minus 35 light res. EFNR, I do watch a little bit of UFC. Mostly just like the big main events. Like the last one I watched was when Khabib lost, or Khabib beat Conor McGregor. Prior to that, I watched Daniel Cormier, John Jones 2. But I don't like stay super up to date on UFC. I feel like they're all watered down now. Oh, I'm on my Switch. I was wondering what the fuck is going on. Who's Nate Diaz facing again? I saw on MMA Weekly somebody got tagged for what they thought was performance-enhancing drug. And then it wasn't. It was like some crazy small amount, like a trace amount that was... Well, technically he lost the second time. No, I know who Nate Diaz is, but I mean, technically he lost. Like, it was a really close fight the second time around. And you gotta remember, you can argue that he, Winged Axe Rare, he did finish the fight stronger than Nate Diaz, but he also got, like, knocked down, like, what, how many times? Like, 3 times? In the first 2 rounds? Like, really, those rounds should be, like, 10-8 rounds. Like, you can't just get punched in the face and then completely fall over. Like if you hit somebody and you knock him out and he falls over dead, and then he gets up again, and then you do it again, and you do it like multiple times every round, like that's like the definition of 10-8 round. But I do agree that Nate Diaz finished way stronger. And you could argue he won the second fight as well. It was a really good fight. Well, the amount that he got caught with Magnus was like 1/1,000,000th. It was like a hectogram or something, which is like 1/1,000,000th of a gram or something. So it's like completely negligible. So they don't know how it got into his system, but it's not like the amount that's in there is not enough to be considered. Oh, Picto, okay. I just kind of skimmed through the article. Jimbo, what's up? What are you saying, bud? Kevy Poo, you want a hug? Jimmy, we were talking earlier how I want everybody in stream to buy Dead Space 2 off of Steam for $5. You need to play this game. All you Diablo 2 lovers, you need to try this game. Living the dream? I read Jimbo's comments. Man, this Crescent Moon setup is sweet. I could even squeak out a little bit more damage if I went with Faceted Viper Magi. Check the DMs? I could check the DMs now. What's up, charming person? What are you saying? Ah, my corona. Really need a 2-open socket Crown of Ages. My fire sorceress. Don't look at Jimmy's. I don't know. The trace amount that he got caught with is so infinitesimal that it's really like they've come so far in being able to test for performance enhancing drugs that they've almost gone too far, where like they could be in the vicinity of somebody that breathes marijuana into their face by accident, and then it's like boom, they test positive. Like, it's just next level stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. Have you guys ever seen that crazy documentary where the guy from... It was a guy that originally intended to dive into doping with like the Tour de France, like the whatever those athletes are called, the biker guys. I know I sound like an idiot, but so gets this Russian guy who was ahead of the doping. Icarus, there we go. Thank you, Sean. Icarus, yeah, cyclist. Anyways, basically it ends up morphing into this Russian guy that was originally going to help him dope. Ends up spilling the beans on how yeah, everybody, yeah, I know, 100%, everybody is doping, Magnus, but he talks about how, like, when the Olympics were in Russia, how everybody was doping and how they, like, where they were taking the piss samples, they would, like, go in and swap them out and stuff, and it was just, like, everybody on the Russia team for that Olympics was doping. It's I highly recommend watching that documentary if you haven't seen it. Very good. I'm taking performance diminishing drugs. Ah, where's my Zod rune? I think it's a safety issue, Nick. Like, UFC is already... It's a combat sport, right? And then if somebody's taking performance enhancing drugs, make themselves X amount stronger. I don't know. What's my gear setup, Garrett? Griffins, Chains of Honor, Arax, 1 SOJ, Wisp Projector, double upped, Mage Fist, Alders for Fire Res and Life, and then Spirit and a Caster Amulet. So I'm capped res, Wisp Projector for Light Absorb, 117 FCR. I don't know what else to talk about the build. 140 MF. Pick the boots. $20.15. Jay, in this application, I think Chains of Honor is awesome. I can hit 117 without any issues, and I get damage reduction and capped res. That's why I prefer it. Garrett, I get 25 FCR from Griffins, 20 from Arachnid's Mesh, 20 from Mage Fist, 35 from Spirit, and then I have a 218 FCR, 21 MF Caster Amulet. So that combination gives me exactly 118 FCR. Disagree, Jay? What would you run? If you run Enigma, your resistances are going to be in the pits because you don't have Odo or anything like that. If you run Viper Magi, you can, like, get a little bit more MF with Mage Fist, but then you lose the damage reduction. Heavy Poo, are you a Heavenly Garb? I mean, unless you want to run, like, Kira's Guardian on your Sorceress. What's up, Dylan? It's true. There is, yeah, there's... I'd say Chains of Honor or Viper Magi would be the two best body armors for this setup, depending on the rest of your gear and what you want to run. You could easily run, like, Mara's and a Faceted Viper Magi or something. Slightly more damage. Your res is going to be about the same, but you lose the damage reductions. What's up, Supa? Chris, you gave me that to use Crescent Moon? I've used Crescent Moon in the past before. Like, I know it's the max damage option, but I just wasn't running it because it's using other stuff. But it is definitely a good weapon. Later, Dennis. I'm glad you learned stuff from my streams, man. I learned lots of stuff from other people as well, so... share that knowledge. I think fire, personally, I think you definitely want to have really good lightning and fire res for wave 3 and souls. And having nice poison res is a bonus as well for the second wave. But you could run, you don't have to run capped cold, but for Baal running, like pit running, yeah, I don't think resistances matters, but for Baal, I think it's always a good idea to have good res. Later, Dennis. Steve, you learned about bagged milk in Canada? What do you guys use, glasses? I don't think he even attacked there. Check the others. 2 gold skills, 23 to life. Nice, man. Your wife used to make bagged milk. 31 to life. That wasn't too crazy of a helmet. Jeff, you changed your name. Tripped me up. Dancing Mad. I don't know why Canada bags milk. Idea. I'm kind of disappointed, guys. I wanted to run a really cool, it was suggested in Discord, a Troll's Nest, triple faceted Troll's Nest Javazon setup. And I thought I had a 3-open socket Troll's Nest, and I don't. Only have one. I need to find that shield. Oh. Fuck. Using Crescent on a pit setup? It's a 3-open socket elite shield that gives poison and fire res, defense versus missiles, and mana or life after kill. I wanted to use it on my main hand, teleport on my switch hand. Yeah, poor man's J-mod. Well, see, it doesn't have the block that J-mod does and the extra facet, but it does have life after kill and poison and fire res, so I would teleport on my offhand with Spirit, and on the main hand I would switch to it. I'd have better res.
Good afternoon.
Or sorry, Headhunter's Glory. That's what it's called. So I would get more damage. My poison res is really bad on my Javazon setup. And then the extra fire res is nice too. I can switch my charms around a little bit. It's really hard to stack res on an Enigma Javazon. You can even do stuff like mana after kill jewels in your Headhunter's Glory. You have 8? I think I had multiples, I just never intended on using it until it was suggested to me that I could use it for Javazon. Secoid, where is my Zod rune? This is bullshit. Later, Nick. Have a good one at work, buddy. The Tabar. Storm Raider. Yeah, definitely making Breath of the Dying. I only have one Zod at the moment. I'm kind of leaning towards making it in a Warpike now. Just because I want to get level 98 on a Paladin doing Travango Players 8. That's all that I want to do. I have all the set pieces, Keegan, except for oh shit, now I'm just missing 2 of the Cow King pieces. That's it. I just haven't bothered to go back to farm the Cow King. Rebel Angel, I'm doing great, man. How are you? Thank you for asking. Oh, I haven't found... Well, he has all the set items. Hotspurs is unique.
How may I be of help?
For all your bagged milk info needs. Must be because I'm Canadian, it's just It's always been that way, it just doesn't. Gerber, Storm Shield's great. Rhyme Shield's really nice for budget. Spirit is amazing as well. And then higher end stuff, J-Mod or like triple faceted Troll's Nest. Those are kind of like your standard array of shields kind of from budget to high end. I mostly use Spirit. I don't want to get on this Headhunter's Glory train. Oh, Phoenix, excuse me. Yes, that's right, Stanton. Phoenix is a very expensive high-end option as well. Absolutely. Totally forgot about that. Which, speaking of which, I might mess around teleporting on the offhand and Phoenix on the main hand for a bit. Joshua, what's going on, bud? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been, you sexy thing? Keeping it real at work? Come on, Baal. You can do better. Get out of your parents' basement.
Good afternoon.
Hey Jay, did you get DB's homework? Gotta buy Dead Space 2 on Steam, $5. Joshua, first time off in a long time. Right on, dude. Enjoy your vacation, bud. Gerber, why Phoenix? The fire absorb is great. So when you're doing like Baal runs and stuff, you don't need to worry about your fire res at all, because any Enigma Javazon resistances are very difficult to stack. And also just the redemption aura. You get a little bit more damage on your throws, which gives you a little bit more mana leech, but mainly just for everything that you kill, you'll redeem it, and then you never have mana problems, ever. Javazon is so finicky with your gear. Yum Yum Dead Rising? Nice. I'm so hooked on Dead Space 2 that I literally debated streaming it today again. Oh, frickin' good.
How may I be?
Well, it's really hard to balance, like... It's hard to balance mana issues with teleport frames and with damage and increased attack speed. And trying to do that all while still having, like, a decent amount of resistances or... not teleporting like you're in molasses. Like there's so many factors that go into determining the best gear for Javazon. Sure, man. Yeah, you can post those. Absolutely. You might be better off. You could post them in Discord. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Is Baal better from gold and Travical? No, definitely not, Syria. It is, like, you do get a decent amount of gold, TKing gold piles between the Baal runs, or the Baal waves. It's kind of like a little side bonus, is that, you know, every hour I get like a mill. But you can get 1,000,000 gold in like 3 Travical runs with the right setup. So, for your gold purposes, Trav's better, but it's just kind of a nice little side benefit. Favorite shoes to run? Depends, Gerber. I'll show you actually. Show you all the different that I use. Wait, one of them's on my sorceress too. Or just with her. Yeah. I like using these boots a lot. Faster Rumlock, FHR, Lightning, Fire Res, and MF. I also like, depending on the setup, I like using Alders because of the Fire Res and damage taken goes to mana. I also like Silk Weaves for the mana after kill. Those are probably my top 3 boots. I don't ever really use Sandstorm Treks because I never have an FHR problem because I use Spirit. Because I think it's 52 FHR and 86 or something as the 2 breakpoints. And you get 52 just using spirits, so I don't really ever see the need to use Trex. But it's definitely an option. That's what I mean, how there's so many different ways you can build Javazon. There really almost is no right or wrong. I like using Enigma though for repositioning. Not a big fan of Chains of Honor. Sacred Armor! Not Eth. But it could be that 3 open socket Enigma we were talking about.
Be of help.
Ah, it's 1. Damn. Oh yeah, you could use War Travelers too for MF. That's a nice pair of boots to use for like Eldritch and Shank or Pindle farming. But I would not want to use them on an Enigma based build because it's really tough to... You either want mana after kill or res. Work on him, I'm growing a beard. No, I just didn't shave today, bud. What do you guys think? Should I grow a big Ubeo beard?
I can't carry anymore.
Salutations.
I'll make, No, he can't drop Crown of Ages, Kyle. I'll make you guys a deal. If I drop a 3 open socket and a Sacred Armor today, we'll make Enigma in it for my Bot D Warpike Trav Zealer. Leandro, what's going on, bud? Leandro, I got homework for you. If you're up for it. Go Rubeo Beer, are you unsub? That's okay, Sicko. You can unsub. Just don't unmember. You gotta keep the D. Bullshit though, no Zod. We even running the same setup. The Mountain Man? I got a little bit of scruff and I'm the Mountain Man now. Sasquatch, you remember this game from your childhood? That's why I think a lot of people play it so much. It's just nostalgia. Hatchet. Oh, wait, that's not the one. I want hand axe. I hope Billy didn't see that. Billy gets pissed when I always confuse Cold Kill for the Nasher. And it pisses him off. Marcin Jakoluski, thank you so much for the sub. You must be Polish like myself. Dobrunsky and Jaskulski, thank you so much. Grizilia, I prefer the Trav Zealer because it's more of it's a more of a shut your brains off, you don't have to focus so much type of character. So the way I can explain it, and that works good for me because I'm kind of a dummy, right? Shane21, sub-train, thank you so much, Shane. So Whirlwind Barb is better. Hands down, like the clear speed is actually probably quicker. You have item find, there's just a couple things. The loot clutter is insane, so I don't like it. And mana burn is more of a pain in the ass in Whirlwind. When you just Zeal, mana burn's never an issue. Because Zeal takes so little mana to use that you can always just keep re-Zealing, you don't have to pot. And because you just teleport and then you just whack away with Zeal. There's less to think. Like you don't need to time your whirlwinds. You don't need to work all the items when you're done. It's just genuinely when you're. And the thing is, you might say like, oh, it's not that big a deal potting. But if you're doing like 50 runs, yeah, it's not that big a deal. But if you're doing like hundreds of Trav runs, It's just way more convenient and simplistic to do driving call. Ooh, or to do it with the Zealer. Bezales. Just whack away, man, that's the trick. Gotta whack them off. I actually said that on stream once, believe it or not. Resident Evil stream. Did Leandro reply to his homework I had for him? The homework for Leandro. No one has trouble believing that, Redmar? I.st. Greetings from Bulgaria. Right on, man. Oh, did Leander reply? Oh, I need to go to the damn city, new meta. But he didn't reply to my homework. I saw the Chains of Honor drop on the Facebook group, man. Or sorry, this COA drop. Very cool. I don't know. Does anybody want to... Chicken, you got it set to renewal, right? You can either be like Magnus and keep forgetting to renew it, or you can set it to automatic renewal. On Lister. I think we're like 5 members off of another sub or emote unlock too. Sickoy, you don't know I have Twitter, man? I got like 300 followers on that bitch. So Jimbos, I got homework for you. Gotta buy Dead Space 2 on Steam for $5. What's up, Michael? Cosmos? Ariano, yeah, I'm currently playing offline and single player with the pluggy mod. Jimbos, what's going on? You're resubbing after a week? Thank you, Jimbos. Shit, and Jimbo's coming in with a membership. Again. Oh, you upgraded it, okay. Oh, someone asked about... Thank you, Jimbos. Appreciate it, buddy. Someone asked about Archon staff and bot D. No, I've never made that before. I know it's pretty good for Fury Druid, but I've never... I'm gonna make mine in a War Pike. Guys, let's spam some Ds in chat. Please.
Yes, warrior.
For whatever reason, I'm not getting an alert for it. There we go, that's what I like to see. Redmar, that's not a D spam. Oh, alerts turned off for Jami subs? You want me to manually spam one for you, Jami?
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Come on, Baal. We started off really strong. Polish Jabrunski. You got Arachnid's Mesh and Drax, but after that it's been kind of nothing. I had that a long time ago. I switched to what do you call it? Alerts that work for everything, so variety streaming or Diablo 2, and a cross gaming platform alerts. There we go. Center myself. Not a Zod rune again.
Good afternoon.
Limp Biscuit? Limp Biscuits. We're talking about. James, how's it going? Good to see you, James. How you been, brother? Nikolai, Phoenix will increase the fire damage only on Fire Blast. That's because it's like you're throwing that little grenade, so it counts as coming from you. But any of the damage that comes from the fire traps, it won't. Philippe, that's correct. Baal can drop every item in the game. He actually has some of the highest odds for dropping items in the game as well. It's just the downside to him is he takes forever to run. So Pindle might have like 5 times worse odds, but you can do like 10 Pindle runs in the time it takes you to do 1 Baal run. So really it's better to farm Pindle for specific items. It's true, Daniel. For pure Baal running, I think the Holy Free Sorceress is better. Just because it this extra crowd control, safety. But it's a pain in the butt for players who want pit farming. It makes it really hard to tell what's a champion or unique pack, because everything is just blanket blue to slow down. That would have been a nasty throne room to cold immunes. Leander, I like doing Worldstone Keep and Baal is better for drops. Obviously, I just like killing Baal more, so that's why. For whatever reason, I'm just hooked on Baal runs right now. think it's because I've done so many Ancient Tunnel, Pindle, all that stuff that Baal running's just refreshing. Why'd your chat move under the stream? I don't know, Nate. Don't think YouTube likes you, brother. What's the best items for Mercenary to run? Gerber. Depends on what Mercenary, what character, and where you're farming. Typically, people really like to use Infinity and like a Cryptic Axe. Dariel's Visage with like an IS Fire Res Jewel and E-Bugged Fortitude. That's like the kind of meta Infinity setup. I really like using this setup, Thresher, Chammed, G-Face for 20 DR and cannot be frozen. There's a Reaper's Tool setup, like with Treachery or Fortitude, and G-Face is a helmet. Kind of situational. You tell me what character, I could give you an idea of some gear breakdown. I typically don't ever run pure meta either. There's a couple builds that I do. A lot of my stuff I like to, I don't know, put my little twist on it or whatever. Like a shit is, right, Jay? Merman sprockets. Green. Ah, crappy. When is next ladder reset, Lord? I think late November, early December. Should be somewhere around there. I don't know 100% because I don't typically follow it too much. I just wait till it's announced. It's always like on like a 6-month thing, right? So you could just look up when the last reset was, and then it's roughly 6 months from. But they usually don't do that though, Stanton. Sometimes they're not usually, it's usually roughly every 6 months, but it's never like 6 months. It's always on a Friday, which I hate. Sucks because of my work schedule. Part 2, why do you have Diablo in Baal's throne room, bud? You have spawned D-clone, my dude. You think so, Stanton? I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. I'm going to be streaming on Friday. Took the day off. I'll be streaming Blizzcon. We'll see what happens. Benjamin! You don't have a girlfriend because you're watching me? What you need to do is you need to find a girl who likes to watch me as well. There you go. Match made in heaven, Benjamin. You spawned D-clone R2. That's why you have Diablo and Baal Throne Room. D-clone spawns for any super unique in the game, and all the Baal waves are super unique. So what happened was Baal casted a wave, and that made D-clone. So you can either kill him and get an Annie, or if you're too weak, you can just skip him. Like start a new game. No problem, dude. Agent, exclamation grail will get you the list of all my remaining items. We haven't dropped any grailers today. I'm gonna slightly reposition my window here. Second. That feels better. Calling Metal Grid? That's a cool idea. Defiance Mercenary for Baal running specifically. I guess crazy high defense, damage reduction from like...
I am overburdened.
My brothers will not die in vain.
What? Second pair of Drax today? 7 life stolen per hit Drax. 14 strength, 9 life after kill. That's like the other ones were 8, 14, and 8, 14, and 8. These ones are 7, 14, and 9. What's up, Carl? Second pair of Drax. Guess we can keep them. What's up, Carl? How you been, man? I did drop this bow too. You guys probably know what that is. Andy, are you playing vanilla? If you're playing vanilla single player, yeah, you can't get declone to spawn. If you're playing on pluggy, you can though. Best percent magic finder? Depends on the build and where you're farming, Archer. Like, for getting Tyrell's Might, it's the Barbarian. For budgets, Blizzard Sorceress. All around MFer, Light Sorceress or Hammerden. Probably. Kind of situational though, and it's really subjective to people's favorite builds and stuff. Okay, Nate Moon disagrees. I think if you're specifically wanting to find Tyrell's Might, it's the best. I think if you're farming like player 7, I think the Necro's better for everything else though. Mask. But it's so hard to say specifically what is the best MF character because it's entirely situational. It depends on what you like to play, where you're magic finding, what your wealth is at the time. Like, I actually, yeah, it's been a while since I played Bard, but I actually kind of prefer the Pit Singer to the Pit Zerker, to be honest. It's just easier to play over the long run. Can't get enough of this suite. What's up, Marcian? How's it going? I'd rather have D4 Adam, but either one would be cool. Ooh, 25 ammo change cards. Shopping. Vendor shopping is the best way to get 320 gloves. Oh. I don't understand. What do you mean, Kurt? On speaking terms, just fine. Why? What's up? Oh, Jimbo sent me my... Sent me my Trav Zealer. Wrath of the Dying Warpike Trav Zealer. What's an effective way of doing it besides closing the game and creating a new one? I don't know the best way. There's a video on it. I think it's like you open a town portal here and you just keep going, like you open a portal here in like Frigid Highlands or something and you just keep doing circles. Or like you check the vendor, then you go back into the portal and then you like then you go back to town again and you just do circles like that. I actually don't know what's the best way to shop. I've never really done it. I think it's the most boring thing to do in D2. And I'd rather use 220 rare gloves that have like lightning res, fire res, and MF on them or something. Sasquatch, I just do it because I don't want to teleport down to the Bale Waves on players 3. I'd rather just go down on players 1 because souls and dolls are easy to deal with. And just go to players 8 for the waves for maximum experience and then back down to P3 again because Bale is capped for experience. Crazy Horse, what's up? You made it, man. No problemo, dude. Jay, Exile is so like limited in its use that I really think you're better off waiting for like an ideal ethereal base, because you can do Ubers with Smiter no problem with like a Sanctuary or Perfect Diamond Shield or Hawes. Like they're all excellent shields. The Exile is going to be a hair better, but because of that repairs durability, I think you're better off. Like it's not too expensive, so you could make it an anonymous shield. It's just because there's so many other good alternatives for Smite. For Smiter, I think it's just you're better off waiting it out. But it's really tough to get an ideal.
Not in town.
Exile base as well. I can actually show you the best Exile bases I've found and made. They're not actually that crazy. Exactly, Brian. Oh, rip Merc.
Good afternoon.
Oh, Optimus. You're gonna have trouble with time finding that on single player, man. Holy crap. Sacred Charge, 45 res and Eth. I don't think Sacred Charge is the best shield for Exile though. I think it's the best for Spirit. I don't know if it's the best for Exile or not. I'll show you after this Bale run. I'll show you the bases that I have. They're not too crazy. There's the balance between like the res, defense, and the percent chance to block. Okay, 464 defense or R strength before I got a lot of really cool stuff on this guy. Death, Berserker Axe, Hawes, Non-eth fortitude. So this is the one I made it. I made Exile in this one. It's a eth vortex shield with 62 enhanced damage and 105 to attack rating. And then I have this one, which is 29 res, 4 open sockets, and it's upped. Or sorry, E-bug, sorry, excuse me. It's a Zekarum shield, so it's definitely far from like the ideal base. And I have a 45 res Sacred Rondash for Spirit. An Eth Warspike? Yeah, I've only found one Eth Berserker Axe that's 5 open sockets. This one rolled 371 ED. It's a really cool weapon, but to be honest, I don't notice a clear speed difference between using grief or death. Kind of the same. And I have Phoenix and a 45 all res 4 open socket Kuras shield as well. Vex low jaw. It's my Trav Zealer setup. Toss a sword, death is better. Yeah, but then you lose the shield though. So it's give or take, right? If you want the shield, like you can make it in Berserker Axe. Chris, I'm pretty excited, man. I'm actually going to be streaming it on Friday. If you guys are interested, you can come stop by stream. We'll be watching it. And by watching it, I mean I'll be watching it, and I can't show it to you guys because that's copyright issue, but my draw streak ended because honestly, it's an amazing shield for Trav because the Hydras heal you, you get 300 ED, which is a lot of ED. And it's a really nice shield for Trav Zealer. Exactly, James. I'll just be watching it live and then relaying the info. Because I can't actually stream it. Saying? I don't think you want Drax for Trav because the life tap overrides the Decrep Curse.
How may I be of
Yeah, it's like $40 to get a virtual ticket, so I haven't even actually bought it yet. Probably buy it tonight. Draw shield. Not Eth. 43 res, but it's 1 open socket. At least I think. I don't know. It's definitely not free to watch the virtual ticket. Right on, Missu. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Appreciate it. You can watch most of it for free? Really? I'm just gonna, like, I don't care. I'll just pay for the ticket to...
My brothers will not.
Happy Butcher's people. But you won't be able to... Like, you won't see the big, huge Diablo announcement and stuff for free, will you? Honestly, I don't really care. I booked the day off. It's not a big deal to buy the ticket for me. Yeah, Marcin, the plan is to try and do that soon. I'm gonna talk to Phoenix, because he's the one that buys it every year. Doesn't seem right. Well, that's streamer money somehow. Just rolling in it. Come on, Baal. Baal's on Union Strike. Oh. Doing the entire thing? I'm gonna talk to Phoenix then, because if I don't need to fucking pay for it, and if I can stream the whole thing, we'll see what Phoenix says.
Afternoon.
You got the gag order until Friday? What do you mean you got the gag order? Well, I'd rather stream it on YouTube, Keegan, than... It's because the bigger... follower base. That flawless diamond. I have 35k lightning damage, C10X. On paper, it's a little bit less, but we're using Crescent Moon, so it's actually more damage.
I am overburdened.
Mattis, I just prefer it because Pluggy Mod helps me avoid stuff like muling. There's no bots. It's lag free, and then I can do stuff like map rolling. It's always the same static map. Guess that's really it. Kind of the main reasons. There's nothing wrong with Battle.net. Like it's occasionally it's fun to do like playthroughs and stuff. Oh, interesting, James. Maybe someday Blizzard will invite me. Maybe someday. Crowdfunding raised $2.6 million to host a World of Warcraft journey. Oh wow. Crazy Brickle. Crazy. You would deny any invitation, Almighty? Why? I wonder if they invited Ryu. Or if he turned it down. Depends, Eugenics. I don't mind it in the pits. Not a big fan of it. Baal running though. If I do use Energy Shield, it's always Max Vita with Energy Shield support. Never really run a pure mana setup before. Jimmy, you turned it down?
Hello.
Are you going to the big Capcom Resident Evil thing, Jimmy? It's because you're so highly regarded in the Resident Evil community. Slowly pushing that experience bar though. Capcom Resident Evil, I was just kidding. Although I think there is speculation about possibly that Resident Evil Resistance game actually being a mini game inside of Resident Evil 3 Remaster, which would be epic. Resident Evil Nemesis Remastered would be such a good game. Yeah, I need to beat B story mode for Leon and Claire. Did you see the end of stream, Jimmy? I don't know if you did or not. The Dr. Birkin fight, the G4 fight was kind of cool.
Good afternoon.
Actually, I enjoyed it more than the Leon Tyrant fight. That'd be a little too intense. I wonder who would win between Nemesis and the Tyrant, Resident Evil. Wait. You think Nemesis? I don't know. The Tyrant, like, the Tyrant's way more exposed in the Resident Evil, like, videos and stuff. Like the anime Resident Evil movies. He seems like they make the Tyrant way more badass than what Nemesis was. And Nemesis was only ever in one Resident Evil movie. And everything else was just different endgame like bosses and stuff, but
Hello.
you mean Sacred Armor, Dylan? You mean Sacred Armor? Right off of Baal himself. That's cool. I don't really know the lore for the Resident Evil. Well, Mr. X is pretty badass. The RE2 remaster. We'll say that. Getting a lot of lightning me and listers. You didn't like the first Resident Evil movie, Almighty? That was kind of my favorite one, when it was just like the virus was in the hive. Not the whole worldwide everything's dead thing. The Talrun. So generous, Baal. So generous. First one was the only one you liked? This is 117 FCR setup, James. If I'm running the 200 FCR setup, I swap out the Chains of Honor for Viper Magi. I need to use a 220 caster amulet. I typically run 2 SOJs on that setup, and then I run a Isted Wiz Spike. Aaron, what's going on? Happy Bales Day. Shit, I forgot to. Crap. I bought a poppy today for Remembrance Day. I'm gonna wear it on stream. I forgot. Simon, you hyped for Blizzcon? Think we're gonna get a Diablo 2 remaster? For the longest time I was kind of opposed to it, but actually might be kind of exciting. 503. Man.
Good afternoon.
Please no remaster?
What is it?
I'm on the fence now. I'm kind of excited for it. Because the way I look at it is if they totally screw it up, you still have like pluggy and private server mods anyways. You can always go back. Like no matter what, I'll always have pluggy. And then if it's epic, got a whole new type of D2 you can grind. This time you made an F Giant Thresher? Very nice, dude. I love the Giant Thresher base. Looks like a feather. Again! Holy crap, man. Oh, lighting me in every time. You made it in Eth base though, right, Simon? Just triple checking. Good man. F Tiara. Oh, they'll definitely. I mean, you would hope that they would have something like at least a bigger stash like this. Like maybe not have multiple endless pages. That might be pushing it for a remaster. But I bet you they'll have some kind of way of transferring items between different characters. They're gonna have some sort of shared stash or expanded. I mean, that's what my gut tells me. But then also like their miscalculation with Diablo Immortal, that's always kind of in the back of my head where it might screw that one up. That's what I mean, Simon. Like, I don't... Well, I mean, you'd think now with the servers, I don't think it would be too big an issue. Because, I mean, if you think about it, what's the difference between somebody having 50 mules or having a bigger stash that could carry the stuff of 50 mules, right? I mean, like, I don't think it'll be pluggy to the extent of the pluggy stash. That's why that whole excuse of them not being able to handle the storage doesn't make sense, because people don't just throw away items, they make mule accounts, so... Oh, I bought a poppy to wear on my chest for stream. I just forgot to put it on. You won't even try a DT Remaster, Jimmy? You just keep playing Pluggy? It'd be funny if the speedrunners hate it and they just keep speedrunning on the original. What's it for? Oh, it's just a thing for, like, honoring veterans and people that gave their lives serving for our freedom. I'm sure the Americans have the same version of it, just on a different day, probably. Holy Freeze would be good. I just use Might because I also double the sorceress for farming the pits. And Holy Freeze in the pits is a bad idea because it's really tough to see. When everything's blue, it's hard to pick out champions and boss packs. And I can kind of make do without the Holy Freeze. I mean, it's nice for like waves like this, the extra fast waves, but I can handle it without it, so. You're really trying to min and max. Ours is November the 11th. Watching the World Series? No. Don't watch baseball. I watched some when the Jays, our only team, was in this playoff series, but not a big baseball guy. Canadian. Hockey player. Yeah, Simon, my preferred key runners, 200 FCR Lightning Sorceress for a Countess and the Summoner. And then for Neelathak, I really like the Trapsin. But, oh yeah, guiding out Lightning Immune Lister, yes. He's even slower on Holy Freeze. That is kind of a downside. Didn't even think about that. But it's nice for, like, slowing down extra fast wave 5, though. Ooh, Superior Sacred Armor. Damn. Because that's going to go full Urban Sockets, and I want 3 for Travancore Enigma setup. What's my team in NHL? Toronto. Just because it's hometown team. The same for baseball. Blue Jays, Canada's team. Really got me thinking of making this Enigma and a Sacred Armor. Not gonna lie. I'm already running a 400 strength Travancore Zealer anyways, so. What's up, Matthew? Yeah, Cloak of Shadows is just completely nullifies the snakes, and even on players 8 difficulty, Death Sentry will clear the entire room, so you get the drops of all the minions and Neelathak, and super safe. She's even pretty quick, I actually think, as well. fully optimized with skillers and stuff. She has like an insane fire blast and can use lightning sentry if he's fire enchanted. Matthew, you're driving watching my stream? You mean you're driving and you're listening to my stream? I never played Wayne Gretzky hockey on N64. I had Sega Genesis and then PlayStation growing up. Never had a Nintendo console. Oh, he's lightning me again. Jesus. It's supposed to be like an 18% chance, and it seems like I'm really unlucky with that lately. Come on. There we go.
Hello.
That's what it feels like, James. 18% out of 100 every time. Come on, Baal, what you got for me? No Astrians yet. I never played hockey games either.
Good afternoon.
Never big into those for console. Some of the really old ones for like Nintendo were hilarious to play. I know we're 2.5 hours in. Nothing yet, man. Baal's not putting out. Ice hockey for Ness. Head over to Pindle with 150 MF light source. I could do some Pindle farming on the bar, but I just need to mule all my MF charms over. Which I hate muling. I'll specifically not play a character because I don't feel like muling gear. I could, if you guys want me to switch up, do some Pindle farming for the last hour. We can grind Pindle for an hour if you guys want.
Salutations. Impossible.
What's wrong with 140 Jimbos? Is it too much? Drop the Gee's Grand Charm for one more skiller. Rock Harmony on Switch. Just use Harmony, run to the Pindle portal. That's gonna speed up the process, and you just couple tellies and then drop a blizzard. And if he's cold immune, you can static and have your Mercenary take him out, or you can just restart the run. I think he's only cold immune like 20% of the time or something like that. Don't foul him yet, man. Baal run right here, though. Nope. Well, you shouldn't be cold immune too frequently. I mean, it is annoying when you have to reset the run, but... Takes you 30 minutes to move all your MF turns, James? Doesn't quite take me that long, but... I mean, my barb's set up. All I have to do is just yank all the MF charms off of the traps, and so it really only take me like 2 minutes, but we can do it. But you only want to focus on killing Pendle, but I don't think his minions are always cold immune. Unless that's a battle net thing.
How may I be of help?
Yeah, that's why I try and keep like specific setups. Where all I really need to do is just swap over like Infinity, Fortitude, or Enigma, that kind of thing. Jay, it's going awesome, buddy. The huge difference on Bartok on wave 3, staticking the waves in general, or staticking Baal, and then final clear speed for Baal is a lot faster as well. Really cool setup. I mean, the only thing that'd be faster would be Charged Strike on a Javazon. Because that's just unreal. Can't touch it. What's up, Kevin? Tony Link? What's up, my fellow Russian? I cannot read your name, but I see hello, guys. What's up, ma'am? Sorry, I can't read that name, but... How are you? Really? You like the amulet? Just because of the MF or the FCR? I was debating selling it just for a meme for future. Team 800 MF, just sell it. I do have the 220 amulet with 23 strength as well, which technically if I didn't give a shit about MF at all, be a better setup, but... Oh, you can't... Is that why you're using Viper Magi? Like, would you use Chains of Honor if you had an amulet like I did? Really slows things down when they split up. Also, I think because this amulet, I don't think it makes a huge difference, but it's got 75% poison length reduction as well. So I feel like that probably helps with wave 2 when you get poisoned. Kind of cool little. Other than a J-mod, I like 3 to fire skills, 20 FCR, blue circlets. They're cool. I guess if I had a pair of like 320 Javazon gloves, I'd maybe use them. And same with the Sin Claws. If I had crazy +6 to trap, blue sand claws, I would be up for using those as well. But it's all extremely rare stuff that like literally never drops. I mean, what other really good blue items are there, guys? Oh, okay, there's 640 javelins, assassin claws, circlets, 320 gloves for the Javazon, J-mod, and like fire circlets. I can't think of anything else, but oh, 6 NATOs, yes, blue 6 NATOs. That's another item. 3 skills, 100 life plus amulets. Okay, there's that too. Oh, Cooler's Archon plates of the whale or whatever. 4 open socket body armors with plus life. You can get 40 MF rings as well. They don't quite roll 50. But yeah, I've been identifying blue monarchs and circlets and stuff for ages. Never come close to finding anything like that. I don't even know if I would use 640 javelins. Like if I had a pair. Like maybe if I had a J mod to go with it, but I'd rather use Titans or T-strokes. Because I guess depending on this, you could maybe repair them every bail run, but take these guys out. Six bow, 6 find item, 2 open sockets. Oh, I don't even check blue barb helms. Maybe I should. I kind of stopped checking rare barb helms as well because I already have a 5 bow with plus life. It's a 4 to battle command, 5 to bow, 40 to life, or no, it's 20 to life. Green barb helm, so I don't really even check those. I just know why I couldn't find that, but with like a druid pelt instead. Like there'd be like a 5 NATO, 4 to hurricane, DG green druid pelt. It's like, nope, I gotta find the barb version of it. And I only ever use it for pre-buff. I'm doing like Ubers, which is almost never. Yes, I did see it. It's very cool. And the green looks amazing too. Mine's even the good looking skin too. It's the one with the Ariad's face skin. Thank you, James. They're virtually identical. There was same life leech. Different life after kill, I think. Kind of funny. Keep a Leviathan in stash. That's too much green. Too much green for me. Come on, Lister. That's an interesting belt. Demos. Use on Hammerton. Thoughts on Ordens? Expensive, but very cool. I don't know how viable they are outside of like a dual dream setup. Like I think the counterparts to dual dream, like when you go crazy with like the Hand of Justice and like the fire versions, that they're not very good. But does Bale drop the I don't know what you mean supper time? There's a lot of different ways you can build a smiter. Like, I've even tried talking about it on stream before, and it's like there's so many different combos of body armor and sources of life tap and weapon that you choose. What's up, Peter? How's it going? Good star. What are you saying, Peter? I thought the highest you can get on a blue ring is 40 MF. I mean, I was actually positive on that. I don't think you can get 50. What gear am I running for? I'm trying to collect every item in the game. I have 12 items remaining. Every set and unique item in the game. If you type in exclamation Grail, you get a link of all my remaining items. I'm still missing Death Fathom, Astrians, Tyrell's Might, the Nasher, Hotspurs, 2 Cow King pieces, one of the stupid normal Paladin Scepters, I forget which one. I think that's all of them.
Salutations.
What do I think about GSP, Bruno? He's my favorite UFC fighter. I hope he comes out of retirement specifically just to beat Khabib, solidify his legacy as one of the greatest. I don't know how you can't argue that he's not one of the greatest of all time. Like, he came back 4 years out of retirement, wins the 185-pound championship belt with a decisive rear naked choke, put Michael Bisping out unconscious. Fuck, he's lightning immune again. I never really liked Bisping either. Like, Bisping's an amazing fighter. Like, he's hard to take down. He can get back up on his feet. Good striker, tough as hell. Insane cardio, but he shit-talked so much. And he crap-talked GSP so much leading up to the fight that it was just so satisfying to see him get his ass kicked. Demos. Sounds like a pretty crazy Smiter setup, dude. Water walks and stuff. I kind of avoid boredom, Martian, between playing different setups, different characters. I really only stream like 2, 3 to 4 hour sessions a week, so I actually don't even play that much. And then I also sift in variety as well, so kind of that combination of doing everything prevents me from getting bored. But I mean, there's other D2 streamers that literally stream like 12 hours every day, like 5, 6, 7 days a week. So in terms of like actual volume of streaming, I'm pretty much on the lower end of it. It's kind of funny. Like, my next stream will probably be Dead Space 2 on Twitch. Hoping for, anyways. Gotta make a monthly highlight video tonight. Yeah, and that too. There's insane amount of replayability with D2. Did I set that to players 8? Okay, yeah. Like, man, that was a really quick kill there. F. Not F. I was gonna make a BlizzCon prediction video, but it's like, screw it. I don't like making those like super clickbait Diablo leak videos and stuff like that.
Good afternoon.
Just not me. Did I see Blizzard's Twitter post? No, I didn't. To say Jay.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, they teased D4. That's sweet. Looking forward to that. I feel like they're gonna announce D4. At some point, they're gonna slip in Diablo Immortal because they spent all that time and money. They're not going to not release it despite the backlash, but I feel like they'd want to try and like be like, oh, we got Diablo 4, and then later on the next day, and Diablo 2 Immortal. Picture for a Barbarian with your Sanctuary awaits. Oh, cool. And Ormus Robes. What do you guys think? 3 to Blizz? 3 to Blizzard, 15 cold damage. Item level 99, unique Ormus Robes. What do you guys think? Oh, Sicko, 15-15 telekinesis, static from Wola, warmth from ENF. We got Big D guests from Matthew, Nova from Jimmy. Free chilling armor. I actually want to check my Twitter now. They just got tagged in it. Frost Nova, Fireball. That's kind of cool, but why do they make the Barbarians have gray hair? Like, why do they make them old? That is pretty cool, though. Okay, just, I gotta quickly identify my Blizzard Ormus Robes. Oh, James. Did you smash your D? Upgrade it? I think James upgraded the size of his D. Okay. In honor of James's D, let's identify this Blizzard Ormus Robes. Ah, Blaze. I guess if I want to make a Blaze Sorceress, I can do it. Ah! Fudge. Blaze Sorceress build incoming, for sure. James, thank you for upgrading the size of your D, buddy. Your wife will appreciate it, I promise. Thank you so much. I don't know why they don't give an alert for that. It's just Streamlabs being stupid. All excited. Blizzard Ormus Robes. Socket it? With what? Put a 5/5 Fire Facet in it? I think Toby actually made a Blaze Sorceress build video, which is pretty funny. I actually already have a 3 to Blizzard, so it really would only want like 14 or 15 cold damage, and put a... for Diablo kills? Just run around and... Whoa, I got a D-clone. Okay. Incoming 2020 Annie, guys. Okay, got a D-clone Bailway. That's crazy. Where's our tour? I don't want to get rid of this amp damage, though.
Good evening.
Look at that, 2 statics. He's like... I did go down to players 1, didn't I? Okay, declone done like dinner. Let's check out this Annie, guys. Let's get some guesses. 2020? I got an 1828 on this. Man, the static was crazy. How quickly it took him down. 2010 straight up.
Good to see you.
Went to Deckard Cain for this one. Okay, it's not... Right off the bat, I know it's less than 18 attributes because I can't equip my Monarch. Because I previously had an 1820, right? So it's not... right off the bat, it's not 2010, but... 1417, 8. That's like mediocre. Banjo, do a Blaze Sorceress? Oh my god, that'd be disgusting. I know, 2010 Annie would have been sick. We're waiting for Baal. And strike. I spawned Decon before. It's never been a problem. Baal, what the fuck?
Good afternoon.
Change act. Cage is dead. Oh, never mind, you're right, there's two cages. Oh, Stanton! Stanton! You were right, dude. I didn't even see the cage there. Stanton coming in big. I should, I think it was 8, wasn't it? I don't remember. And, Jay, kind of miserable and raining and wet where I am. Yeah, all the nice days are gone. They're behind us. Matthew, do you live in Kitchener? Shit, dude, that's close to me, man. Come on, Baal! Astrians! Cambridge and Kitchener? Okay, cool, dude. It's very close. That's like an hour from me. Archibald, some decent drops. That decon spawn on a bill wave. You can see on the screen there the Annie rule. Blaze Ormus Robes, which is kind of shitty. And Arachnid's Mesh and 2 Drax. It's been a decent day, yeah. I mean, if I had gotten a 15 cold damage Blizzard Ormus Robes, I'd be ecstatic. Cause I got a +4, -5 cold fast that I would just shove into it. I really want to make like an 18k Blizzard and farm Travancore. There's 3, just shatter everything. Pretty much Alfie, that's, yeah. You're from Barrie? Cool, man. Yeah, family lives in Barrie. Barrie is so hype. Barrie's a nice place. Oh, Superior, Ericon, Rondash. You still live in Oshawa? Come on, Baal. Man, if I can time that right... Oh, F. That's an F Grailer. Inferno Strides. If I can time that right, like if I telly the gap here, position myself in this corner, and then static, and then start shooting lightning, if I could time it perfectly, he won't even attack. But if he does attack, then he just shoves me into this corner, and then like the barricade blocks me, and it's like... really quick. Refined Baal running strats. Shout out 90 kids from the Philippines. You tuning in from the Philippines, Benji? Jaden, we are currently live, man. Anything you say or type into that board, I will respond in real time. What's going on, Jaden? Victor, I'm doing great, man. How are you? Just trying to get my Zod rune from Baal.
I am overburdened.
He loves it? Good stuff. This is single player pluggy mod, Karam. Victor, you're at work? Working hard or hardly working? Ask me about my legs. No hard work from you? Sky Serb, thank you so much for the subscription, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the channel support. Yeah. Simon, somebody from the Discord got a Zod from the Baal Waves. Believe it or not, currently we have a Baal running competition going on in the Discord. And we have all found some crazy stuff recently. Like, I found Stormlash off of one of Lister's minions. We had a Discord member drop a Zod rune. We also had a Discord member drop an ethereal death web off of one of the skeleton mages. So that, like, on wave 2, it was literally like 1 out of like 58 million odds. I don't know what the Zodrun odds would be. My Stormlash drop was 1 out of 3.5 million. Billy did. You missed that, Cycloid? Bowtie Billy got a, hey, right there. Got, off of one of the red skeletons on wave 2. Ethereal Death Web. Insane, man. The Billy Web? I thought it was called a Nate Web. I didn't sing, so it doesn't count. I was so excited I completely forgot to sing. See, like, if I time that teleport perfectly, it's like fucking awesome. He is almost every time, man. It's freaking insane, Wola. They're supposed to only be happening like 15% of the time, and it seems to be happening like every other run. One Surrun away? You'll get it, dude. And you'll be as ecstatic as I was when I dropped Stormlash. Brett. 2 Omrunes and a Malrune within 25 runs? That's some crazy luck, dude. I think the best stuff, like I got a Malrune and an Istrune in the same run. Nothing quite as crazy as that though, dude. Ultima, Chains of Honor. Up to Mage Fist, Crescent Moon, 1 Wisp for Souls, a Rax, 1 SOJ, Alders for Life and Fire Res, 35 FCR Spirit, Faceted Griffins, and a 218 FCR, 2 Sorcerer Skills, 18 FCR, 21 MF Caster Amulet. Like, my only source of MF is some Small Charms, Wisp Projector, and Chains of Honor, my Caster Amulet. And a Geed's Grand Charm, which gets me to 140. Which is not bad for like a max damage setup. I think anyways. Mr. Anderson. Ha, that's from, fuck Mr. Anderson. The Matrix. We're on a housing bubble, you think? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Super high debt, people being stupid with their money and having to have everything now, and foreign house investment, all a bunch of problems. 117, I'm actually 118 FCR. Between 20 here, 20 on the gloves, 35 on the spirit, 25 on griffins, and the 18 on the caster amulet, that gets me exactly to 118. Buy gold? From the time that I bought my house to what it's appreciated in value, that I mean, we would have to have like a black plague economic complete motherfucking collapse where everybody lost their job for it to go down to be worth less than what we paid for it. So, and here's the hard part. It's the tough part, but it's the thing. If you hold on to your house, you don't lose anything, right? Oh no, unhandled exception error. What happened? No, that's not good. That's the first time I've had that error playing window mode. Uh-oh. Hope I don't start having issues again. Processes. Time for a new PC? It's nothing to do with the PC. That's not an issue. Hopefully this is not a frequent occurrence. I mean, I didn't lose anything. Other than maybe if I had something in my stash before the crash. I hope it's not. I did the fresh reinstall. I'll back up my files today. But that's the first time unhandled exception error that I've had in quite a long time. We'll see. If it starts giving me headaches again, I can always do a fresh reinstall. The decon fight wasn't that crazy, Kevin. It actually ended pretty quickly. But anyways, we're talking about housing markets. As long as you hold on to your house. I mean, it sucks paying a mortgage on a house that's worth less than what you're paying, but as long as you don't sell and hold on to it. Oh wait, I gotta redo that. Look. Forgot about that. Exactly, yeah. But I mean, it sucks if you buy the house, you buy a house like right before it crashes, and say you're paying mortgage on a house that's worth $500,000, and like a year later the house is worth like $300,000. That's fucking god awful horrible. But say if you bought a house for $300,000, it goes up to $450,000, and then it falls back down again to $350,000. As long as you hold on to it, it's. Like, housing is really expensive where I'm from. Like, actually, somebody that I know from my work, he just bought a house. He paid, it was $410,000, and he had to pay 20%, 25% down to avoid that, I forget what the mortgage tax is. But him saving up that 25% down payment saved him $5,000 a year, whatever these taxes. I forget what it's called. But it's like not a lot of people have 90 grand laying around to put as a down payment. That's why people are stuck renting. Is it PMI? Is that what the tax is, James? Oh, we got a ring. Unique ring. Get some guesses. I think it's a Billy Wisp. Private mortgage insurance? Okay, that's what it is, yeah. Manald, Nagel. No Billy Wisp guesses. %, Manald, 5% Manald, 29 Nagel, Soj, Wisp, Raven. Bunch of Sojas. Easy Stone of Jordan. Dwarf Star. Gah. Identifying unique rings is so depressing. Raven, you guess after I did, Dwarf Star. It's funny. I've kind of almost given up on Metal Grid. That stupid amulet. In a little bit. Might have to refresh your stream browser, buddy. You're a little bit behind. It was Dwarf Star. What's up, Jamie? Carondo Rabuno? No house for you ever, Redmar? Yeah, I guess that'd be like Toronto. I wouldn't be able to afford a house if it was in Toronto. I don't have a 25% down payment on $1 million house. Another Monarch. Christian, greetings back from Ontario, Canada. You know, if I wanted like ultimate safety, I could actually use the Dwarf Star instead of SOJ. Just for the fire absorb on third wave. Yeah, I know I got 2 of them. It's funny how I don't need them at all though. 1540. Hold maximum damage, 3 to man after kill. You bought on the lake, 20 miles from the second largest city. Damn, 135k for a 5-bedroom, 3-acre. Holy crap, that would be like 2.5 million where I'm from. Well, no, okay, probably a mil and a half. 2.5 million's a little overboard. T-Bone, I live outside of Toronto. 175 acres, and where's KY, Brandon? That's crazy. That's like a $2.5 million farm. Kentucky, okay. Like a $2 million farm. Arturo, you hate Diablo 2 because it makes you old? That's okay, buddy. Just embrace it. Or buy Dead Space 2. I'm so hooked on that game right now. What's up, Macass? Tommy, you just got back?
Good afternoon.
Haven't dropped anything too crazy. Alexander, greetings back from Ontario, Canada, man. Tuning in from Germany. Cool stuff. Have I played multiplayer before? Oh, Dead Space 2? No, I haven't. I actually didn't realize it was multiplayer. I could mess around if people wanted to play multiplayer from stream. Maybe like on stream. If you guys all have the game on console, you could join. I'm just curious if anybody's even playing. I feel like the servers would be empty if they're even still open for that. I think it's the cold damage from V-Gaze that helps keep Baal in one spot. Pretty sure that's what it is. Because the Chamron Mercenary doesn't get frozen, so he can still attack fast. And then I think just a little cold damage from repetitively attacking quickly, I think that's what keeps him slow in the same spot where I can keep hammering him with lightning. Another reason why I love my Chan V-Gaze setup that everybody shits on. CJ! Big hello from New Zealand. Get a Baal's Death's Fathom today. Would be pretty GG. Them souls, man. OG, I'm gonna be watching it and streaming it, my dude. Pretty excited for it. I'm down for anything. Like I'm. If D4 comes out 2021, which that's what Riker was predicting, I'll be getting a brand new PC. I'll be using my current PC as a stream PC, so I'm really excited for that. And the D2 Remaster, I won't need a new PC anyways. And if it is a D2 Remaster, I'll be doing all kinds of online play with you guys. Ben, I've messed around with the Werewolf Barb a little bit. I might actually make that for my next build video. It's either gonna be that or the Fury Druid. That, the Fury Druid, or this character will be my next build video. But I do kind of want to do some Fury Druid stuff. But guys, remember your homework. Go to Steam and buy Dead Space 2 for $5. You guys need to play that game. It is so good. Cass, you're not playing the right type of wolf barb, buddy. You need to play, need to run a dual leech blood ring, 2 whiz spikes on switch, and 105 FCR teleport. So when you're done clearing the area, you transform back into the barb and then telly around and then transform into wolf again. That's what you think, Josh? That's kind of along the lines of what Riker said. We'll see. Gonna be interesting though. Fortress Ring? Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. It's 40 for magic rings capped out. Who sees you? That is a tongue twister and a half. We'll see, Almighty. I'm kind of down either way. Like, I don't probably say I care less for getting a D2 Remaster than I do for getting it. But if we do get a solid D2 Remaster, I mean, I'll definitely, at the very least, put some decent playtime into it. Mandro, you want me to play some Poison Necro? I will eventually.
Hello.
Jay! B ranking, boys. You give me an F, but the game gives me a B. Oh, thought all the waves were done. What's up, Nikki? I think it's that cold damage from... Oh, it's F. And it's shit. I think it's the cold damage from V-Gaze that's helping keep Baal from doing much when I'm doing these runs. Okay, we got a boo-boo.
'Cause I'm over there. 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 'Cause I'm over
And we still have 100 perfect gems that we're gonna re-roll too. The last little bit of stream. We'll do 10 more Baal runs. We'll re-roll the Baal Skiller with 100 perfect gems, and then we'll call it. I do like the Poison Necro. My biggest thing I don't like about Poison Necro is the archers. It can be... Depends on the player's difficulty setting. On players 7 or 8, I think they're a total pain in the ass. But... Anything going on tomorrow? On my work tomorrow, then I took Friday off to stream BlizzCon. Oh, there's a... Look at that, it's Marowaks. That's literally like the same way my Windforce spawned that I missed.
Good afternoon.
Yes? Afternoon.
We're 212s, but I have 212, 20, and 17 dex anyways. He's just killed so quick. Razin, I know, Razin, why can't you tank players 8 Lister waves? What's up, Dark Horse? Wasn't it 1.10 that the Marowak boots were glitched with like the Bone Spear on Brand? And then I thought they fixed it in 1.11. As far as I know, Dark Horse, there's a guy in the Discord community. He's botting on single player just for fun. Like, he has his regular grill, which he doesn't bot with, and then he's just doing it for fun to see what his bot finds when he's at work. And as far as I know, it's just Cobalt on regular single player. He couldn't get it to work on Buggy. But it's really just for like, just to see what the bot finds. Kind of interesting too. Seeing what you'd find if you played the game non-stop, 24 hours a day. That was Maelstrom. PC. On Dragonflight Claws. Trying to find a nice pair of Sing Claws to make Chaos. What about Toby J? He's streaming a bunch of WoW lately. Uber's next. Macass, it's unplayable PVM. I still think you can play around with it. It's just not GG, but might as well make the room word, right? I know the repair cost is insane. The biggest drawback. Oh, what do you know? Lightning mean again.
Good afternoon.
Just because something's not meta doesn't mean I don't think it works in PVM too. Little boots. You just use it in combination with Death Sentry. I mean, I'm not like no expert at all, but I know that even on players 1 or 3 with any decent amount of plus skills, like with a strong Merc and Death Sentry and stuff, everything's gonna blow up. I mean, is it gonna be a Grief Zealer? No, but Lidless. Na 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 na. Na na. I do this run, 2 more, then reroll those skillers. Come on, baby. I hate when dolls come up from behind. Sir Fox, what's going on, bud? What are you saying, man? Simon, you just dropped a Chamron in Arcane Sanctuary? Does armor influence speed? It influences faster run walks. It doesn't influence, like, increased attack speed. There's... Shit, if those had rolled unique, would have been Hotspurs. Damn it. There's light, medium, and heavy body armor, and it influences how fast you use up stamina and how quickly you can walk. Or there's an associated run walk penalty, but it won't increase like frenzy speed on a barbarian. Well, like it increases the run walk portion, I should say, but the rate at which you attack, it doesn't affect it. Man, that would have been sick. Hotspurs off a Baal? Why game? Why set? No problem, Renner. I don't know exactly what they all are, but I believe it's like Dust Shroud, Archon Plate, that's light. Things like Balrog Armor is medium. Heavy is stuff like Shadow Plate, but believe it or not, a Sacred Armor is a medium body armor type. Kind of interesting. But you can look it all up on Diablo.net, the body armor weights and stuff. Taz, nothing crazy GG today, just what you see on the screen. Some okay stuff. Nothing like phenomenally exciting. Almost got a grailer though with Hotspurs. Oh, sorry, the set unique boots. If they rolled unique. Loricade is heavy. I don't know what they all are. Just trying to give examples. I don't worry too much about the faster run walk penalty. At least on a Mercenary, I don't think it matters at all because you're constantly repositioning your Mercenary with teleport. For the most part, anyways. Children! Nice Annie, oh, actually it's 14-7, not 17-17. My bad, but it's an okay Annie. I have a better one actually on my sorcerers right now. Second last bail run. Am I gonna pick up the Shale? No, we're gonna let it go this time, Jordan. Poor Shale. We'll see, Balmy. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a Diablo 4, but we'll see, right? Well, at least I got a Druid, Druid pulp for my video. Yeah, K-Tez, it's called like 25 torches. It's just a highlight video of all the torches that I got from the keys. Hey, last bail run. We're still gonna reroll those skillers though. Oh, skiller, I mean. I think we're gonna get both, Josiah? I feel like there's all kinds of hints and suggestions towards D4. I don't think there's anything for D2. I know Riker used the example of 2 of the Warcrafts and Diablo 1 going to GOG, and he said, well, they didn't put Diablo 2 to GOG, but then my thoughts in response to that is, well, you can currently buy it off of Blizzard anyways, so who knows? We'll find out soon though. What you thinking? It's gonna be interesting to say the least. You really think they'd make another phone game, Stan? Oh, that'd be the end of Blizzard. Would the remake add a new character? Good question. I would say no. Because there'd be a whole aspect of trying to balance that new character, but it's always a possibility. It's always just pure speculation, right? Like, I would say no, but who knows? I'd rather have them add new, like some new endgame content. Possibly new rune words and uniques. Or some additional ones. Instead of
Hello. Not here.
a whole new character. But if they did both, that'd be cool. Act 6, I don't mean that by additional content. I mean like some sort of additional Pandemonium event. Greg Wilson, thank you so much for the sub. And we get 2 skills ondles for the very last Veil run. Thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Alright, so we'll wrap things up, which I don't even need to keep that as trash. We'll re-roll all of the 100 perfect gems that I have. See if we get anything nasty. We'll call it quits. So this is item level 99. And roll up to 45 life. Yeah, I saw that too, Redmar. I don't know how much I would put into that. I don't read into that shit, right? It's like sometimes some of the speculation, it's like, oh, a Blizzard employee farted, and they're like, oh, well, by the smell of the employee fart, we think it's gonna be a Diablo 2. It's like, holy fuck, man. It's like they really push hard on the speculative shit, right? Anybody can make up some crap email, but who knows? Anyways, 100 perfect gems going down the drain now. FHR MF. Attack rating. Thoughts on Paragon levels to do? I don't know. I'd rather kind of leave that out. Maybe like tier mapping, if that's what you mean. Thank you, Tim. If they added like tier mapping from pod, that'd be kind of cool. 4-3 to life, no skiller. Maximum damage. Damage over 6 seconds. Asheron Knight 1900, thank you so much for the last minute sub. I appreciate it. Poison damage and 1 to minimum damage. I do appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much for the subs. Strength. Fire res. Anna. Employee fire. Well, that's, I mean, you know what we mean, right? Like, the speculation is on the highest level of holy fuck, right? 37 to life. 11 to life. 15 to life. 45 to life Pecom. Plain Lightning Skiller. I have so many of these. I have so many, I honestly might just re-roll it. I honestly might re-roll it. These are all plain, except for one has 15 to life and one has faster run walk. I have so many other shit Veil Grand Charms that I'll just keep it, but the 1 Lightning Skiller. Life. 3 to life. 9 to life. Ooh, 94 attack rating, 31 to life. I'm going to... Sickoid, should I keep that for... I should keep that for my kicks in, shouldn't I? Where's the other one? Even for kicks in? Yeah, okay. I have this one. 117 to attack rating, 43 to life, and then 94 to attack rating, 31 to life, so... We'll keep that for the kicks in. Still not very exciting though. Life. 6 to max stamina. 12 FHR. 15 to life. Strength. Mana. Poison damage. Oh, that sucks, K-Tez. 1 to defensive auras and 43 to life. That's horrible. You go find. I found a 40 to life defensive auras. So I almost got as painful as you. 10% fire res. Last couple. 41 to life. 3 strength. 21 fire res. 17 to life. We have one more. Last one. Plain Warcry sounding Grand Charm. I guess if I want to make some weird max damage Singer Barb. That's 100 P gems down the drain. 1 plain Lightning Skiller, 1 Warcry plain Skiller, and a Kixin max, or sorry, AR life GC. There goes, yeah, Mausoleum Singer. Can't believe I fell for that. I can't believe I thought you were like legitimately asking me about. But nope, he's just making fun of DB. Actually add that to my mule. Alright guys, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for tuning in the stream. I appreciate it. 6 new subs, 2 new members. Yeah, I'll have monthly highlight video out tomorrow. And then yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on with BlizzCon, because it's weird. If it might be that they stream it, but then I don't know, we'll see. Anyways guys, regardless, I hope you have a great night, and remember guys, please if you like scary games and first shooters, buy Dead Space 2 off Death Stranding. It's literally like $5 and it is a phenomenal game, and you literally have to play it. Other than that guys, thank you again for continued support, and I will see you, catch you later. I was gonna say latest on the Menges from the Best Friend movie, but that's just lame. Anyways, peace.
I just wanna say